Every map tells a story not of roads, but of every human decision. For centuries, we've built cities with vision, pride, and mistakes that still haunt us. Here are 8 major street patterns and their hidden logic. Number 8. The organic pattern, grown, not built. The organic pattern, which is the oldest pattern, has no single central planner or straight line. These streets are not constructed, they are grown. Consider the historic Medina of Fez, Morocco, or Venice, Italy. They developed naturally around geographical features such as the hills, waterways, or just the easiest routes between two homes. They didn't just rise overnight. Human scale and sheer necessity make up the hidden logic, as the streets only serve to connect the dots as people settled. But beyond that, the benefit is that the local economy and social life flourished. The interesting side is that these streets are designed to encourage walking, which fosters intimate relationships and forges strong, unique communities. This old organic pattern makes every turn unexpected and provides a reprieve from the routine of contemporary living. The result is complete mayhem for navigation and infrastructure. Even GPS, which is made for straight lines, becomes confused. Complex electrical or sewer system installation is also a nightmare. From the world's most unplanned cities, we move to the exact opposite, where everything aligns like clockwork. Number 7. The grid pattern, the logic of order. The grid pattern, on the other hand, is a celebration of efficiency, equality, and order. From the air, a metropolis like Chandigarh, India, or Manhattan, New York, seems like a gigantic, flawless checkerboard. Its hidden logic? Its simplicity. Standardization was desired by the designers of the grid plan for New York in 1811. The plan was to make every street parallel or perpendicular, and every block the same. The gain is unbeatable clarity and speed, as personnel can arrive at any location in a timely and reliable manner. Infrastructure can be laid easily and repeatedly, which significantly reduces expenses. This concept simplified and made land partition more equitable, fueling America's westward expansion and growth. While the challenge is environmental problems and monotony, a rigid grid can be boring, as all the intersections appear the same. Not only that, the tall buildings worsen the situation by forming wind corridors, which direct gusts down the avenues. The hybrid grid, a contemporary solution that may be found in places like Chicago and Barcelona, breaks up the monotony with squares, parks, and buildings of different heights. It's an effort to maintain grid efficiency while bringing back the human element. Yet, not all cities want equal blocks. Some crave a central heart that everything revolves around. Number 6. The radial pattern. All roads lead to the center. The radial pattern is based on symbolism and power. Like spokes of a wheel, all major routes radiate outward from a great center point, such as a palace, square, or monument. The hidden idea behind the design is to consolidate access and power. Consider Moscow, with its main streets dividing the center like a star and encircled by concentric ring roads, or Paris, where 12 streets swell out from the Arc de Triomphe. The gain: a strong, vivacious, and approachable heart. Since all roads go to the center, it inevitably becomes the commercial, cultural, and political center that never stops moving. The downside is the poor connectivity and the crippling traffic. The center becomes overburdened because all roads lead in. Moving from one neighborhood to another on the outside is a logistical nightmare. To make matters worse, getting to a location a few blocks away would require you to drive through the center. Modern cities attempt to address this by constructing renowned ring roads, such as Moscow's MKAD, which are intended to connect the outside neighborhoods straight and avoid the heart. Number 5. The irregular pattern, ruled by nature. To be honest, most cities are a disaster. They fit into a pattern of irregularities. But in this case, geography triumphs over planning. Topographical conformity is the underlying reasoning. Mountains, rivers, and coastlines are insurmountable. This obstinate terrain directly contributes to the city's unique, frequently cinematic appearance. Take Istanbul, Hong Kong, or Rio de Janeiro as examples of visually stunning cities. Every neighborhood creates a distinct structure that contributes to the city's personality. But because each area requires a unique, intricate analysis, managing these uneven structures for earthquake and flood risk is significantly more difficult. The irregular pattern serves as a reminder that nature was the first and frequently most obstinate urban planner. Number 4. The loose grid, the balanced compromise. What is the balanced answer if the organic pattern is too chaotic and the rigorous grid is too rigid? It's the loose grid. According to many planners, this technique has been implemented by cities such as Melbourne, Australia, and Buenos Aires. It permits flexibility while preserving the grid's fundamental geometry. Important diagonal routes cut across the main grid, while other streets are broader. Humanity and efficiency meet in the underlying logic, aiming to combine the pleasure of variety with the advantages of order. The benefit is usefulness without the boredom. Traffic movement is significantly facilitated by the diagonal streets, which break up the rigidity. It is simpler to set aside space for squares and parks, giving the city a sense of breathing room. Number 3. The superblock and the future. What happens if a city attempts to modify an ideal grid such that humans are given priority over automobiles? The superblock is your best option. Barcelona, Spain is a prime example. Their superblock idea combines 9 standard grid blocks into a single expansive pedestrian area. The inside is off-limits to automobiles and the surrounding streets have very low speed limits. Reclaiming the street for the community is the underlying reasoning here. Quieter streets, cleaner air, and a reclaim of one's social life. Parks are created out of old parking lots. Cafes overflow into pedestrian zones. The 15-minute city, where all of your everyday requirements must be satisfied without requiring long-distance travel, is one of the ideas supported by this model. The problem with this model is the displacement of traffic and controversy. When first it was put into place, local traffic was just forced into the nearby roadways, which caused opposition. Nonetheless, data indicate that local companies frequently prosper since consumers are more at ease spending time and money on safer streets. Moving automobiles is no longer the only goal. Creating communities is now a priority. Number 2. The suburban pattern, the age of cars. The suburban pattern is a style that was influenced solely by one invention, the automobile. After the 1950s, this movement, which prioritized speed and private space, took over the US roads. Maximum flow and decentralization were the hidden logic. Typically, streets are broad, curved, and frequently terminate in cul-de-sacs or dead ends, which are intentionally created to reduce traffic and improve neighborhood safety. The positive side? Quiet neighborhoods, large homes, and low local crime. Youngsters can play in safety, and the distance from the busy commercial area fosters a sense of calm. The disadvantage? Complete dependence on cars. You need a car to live here. Long drives, increased gas consumption, pollution, and perhaps most importantly, social isolation, since there's little possibility of running into a neighbor by chance. These days, contemporary planning movements like New Urbanism are struggling with how to include public transportation and walkability back into this car-centric design. Number 1. The linear city, single-line efficiency. The linear city, a bold idea that originated in the 1800s but is currently being revived. Hyper-efficiency in transportation and low land use are the hidden rationale. This idea was put up by the Spanish architect Arturo Soria y Mata, and it features centralized transportation, a train or metro that travels along the spine, making it simple to get to any place. Less environmental impact and simpler infrastructure are the benefits. Theoretically, infrastructure expenses are lower and damage to natural areas is less because the city merely extends rather than spreads out. Conclusion: which of these patterns do you see most in your city? Let us know in the comment section below. While you're at it, kindly like this video and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching.